Okay, I figured I would do a playthrough of Half-Life Alyx, just because I still haven't finished the game, even though it came out, what, 4 years ago now? And also, my game development knowledge is significantly improved, so I do stuff like texture art, visual effects, particles, all that stuff, so I figured it'd be an enlightening experience to see someone knowledgeable in those areas play through. I'm curious if you can see that from the outside. Oh, that's a shame. I wish that was a detail that they added. If you could put see the marker through the window. That's so unfortunate. It's unfortunate that doesn't have a collider. I like the floor tiles though. I wonder, do yes, they repeat. This repeats from there. That's nice. How about the leaves? Are they planes or what are they? Oh, I'm surprised. That's not just a flat plane. They probably could have saved some performance by making it, you know, 3D. What am I supposed to hit? This thing, I assume. I wish there was some stuff hanging on those coat racks. Nice doors. I didn't notice. Does this... I wish... Oh, I'm missing something important. See, I've done this part, so it was less stunning to look at City 17 from the start. I haven't, you know, I'm not super educated on most of the Half-Life series, but I mean, I've read up on a lot of the lore, so I understand what's happening. La Creatura, hello. Good old, this is such a nice detail. Yeah, no, I've played through this section, so I'm used to looking at that or like looking at this stuff. And I think that like these erasable things is so nice. I wish there was some sort of SDK or something that you could import, that like a Unity SDK that you could import into other projects, because like this eraser and writing system is so freaking cool. The only thing that doesn't really make sense to me is some things are like super high fidelity, super high try count. Like this clipboard like has really round edges, but the coffee mug at the start was like shockingly low poly. And I'm wondering if that has something to do with how the coffee mug is breakable. So maybe it has to have like cleaner vertices or something, or cleaner topology. Look at that gloss. Is that, I wonder if that's gloss or if how this... Does anybody know, if you know, if Half-Life Alyx is a specular gloss workflow, or if it's a roughness or whatever workflow, whatever PBR workflow it is. If anybody knows, that'd be great. I really wish these switches were flippable. That would be such a nice detail, because, you know, if you assume everything's interactive, then the things that, you know, normally would be interactive are also. See, because, like, for example, all these buttons are interactive, so why wouldn't the switches be? God, I would love to just see, like, the texture atlases for this game and be, like, wonder what they put together, because, like, I would assume, you know, if it's, like, standard organization, all the different little jugs are put together, and then you've got all, like, the cardboard boxes together and everything. I wish you could open these. Yeah, I wish more doors and, like, levers and stuff were openable. Oh, see, this one is. That's fun. Is there anything in there? No. That's okay. See, that's so unusual to me that this one's openable, but that one isn't. And, like, folders and stuff. I don't know how they would go about that, though, because it would have to probably be, like, trigger-based rather than, you know, physics-based, because that's, like, a physics-based door. I wonder, can you write on this? You can. Oh my god, I never even noticed the cockroaches before. That's disgusting. So, yeah, I wish, like, panels like this were openable and everything, although, you know, I guess that's not really important, but, you know, if they commit, you gotta commit, right? Whoop. Okay. Yeah, these are empty. I'll see if I can find one with some liquid in it. Do these? They do, yes. Okay, I remember when this came out. This was not released, like, right at the start of the game. I know that much. But, I remember how big of a deal this was. This started a whole, like, pourable liquid trend on VR chat for a little while. It's really pretty cool. If you're interested, I'm sure I can find a link to something similar to how it was made, but I remember this one developer was like, oh my god, like, oh, I worked so hard on it because I thought it was just missing something, and they thought like, oh, we could do better. But yeah, no, the liquid shaders are really impressive. I think, oh, well, screw me. This one's still open. They're still intact, I think. Yeah, no, they're all slightly different, which is really nice, and it's even impressive that when you shake it up and down, it's not just a straight plane, right, that cuts across. It's got some, I assume, like, wave textures in there to make it do that and everything. Yeah, I wish those buttons were pressable. I know it's not necessary, but it would be so cool. This paper has a little bit of ragdoll. That's nice. See, and these are openable, so like why wasn't the washing machine and everything openable? Probably supposed to go in there, so I'm gonna go in there last, as people exploring stuff typically do. I wonder if the steering wheel is turnable. Can I get to it? It is not. Oh well. If there was a horn, I totally would have expected it to honk. Just saying. Now this is a work of like engineering. Don't think I've ever seen like a functional bicycle with pedals, everything. Does the handlebar? Oh, even the handlebar. Holy cow. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. That is wild. I assume it's just a bunch of like, you know, things constrained to each other. Yeah, no, there's no chain on it, which I guess that, you know, that makes sense because turning this doesn't turn that, but it'd be cool if there was a gear chain and like this was constrained to that to make them both rotate. But no, it's seriously impressive. I love it. Spooky box, spooky broom, spooky chair. I understand why they don't put like physics on this because that would be way too performance intensive, but it'd be nice if this had the same tech as like the writing on the Windows system, right? Where you could like, you know, make smudges on the velvet or whatever. I wonder what the context of like this bread is, because you don't really see any other fresh food in this game other than, you know, bread and everything. I'm also really curious about what their tree structure looks like. Like, is there an armature in it? Because it's interesting to see this style of tree, where like the leaves are individual planes. Normally it's like groups of leaves and branches are individual planes. Like obviously that's the case like higher up and everything. Groups of leaves are like that group at the very end right there. I don't know if you can tell what I'm pointing to. Like that's a whole plane. But stuff like Genshin Impact, for example, like groups a whole bunch of stuff together. And I guess that's more of a stylistic choice. But I do wonder like how performant this tree actually is, because I'd imagine there's a lot of geometry on that from just how it's built. Do these spin? They better. Oh, they do. What a nice touch. I like how when you spin one on the bottom, they're kind of offset. So you see like when I spin this one spins and it takes a minute to stop spinning past it. They're not completely synced. They move independently. Very nice. This game does such a good job of like telling you obviously where you're supposed to go. And I think it's partially just, you know, has less to do with the game and more to do with like construction and everything. Like, you know, obviously a lot of red handles exist in actuality too, but there's some shuffling happening out there. That's some nice lens flare. I've seen better lens flare on like drones and stuff like that, but I think stylistically, if it were, you know, more realistic, it would, you know, send the wrong message and everything. Like some popular lens flares in VR chat are too aesthetic, whereas this is more hardcore. It'd be a nice touch if when you actually move your character, there was some reaction from the truck, because, you know, I am like standing up and everything. And particle effects do the job. I mean, it'd be cool if there were more sparks, because I think, yeah, see like that, there's some sparks there. Oh my god, I always forget how amazing like the volumetric fog and smoke is in this game. Let's see, where do I need to go? Those guys aren't doing so hot. Nice laser. I wish there was like more bloom in this game or something. The laser and everything. But again, stylistic choice. It's supposed to be kind of industrial and gritty. Does this bicycle have a chain on it? It doesn't. More things I'm probably not supposed to touch. See, like, these dumpsters definitely have the possibility to open and stuff. It's just they don't. And again, I understand, like, you're saving details. I'm more just talking from a visual perspective. Performance is important to me, but I'm not an expert by any means, so... Forgot how to jump over things. Please, let me in. Yeah, no, I totally forgot how to get over there. Do I hang on to this? How do I do the jump thing? I think this is a bug, because I believe there should be a tutorial here that tells you how to actually jump over stuff. Yeah, I don't think this is the way to do it. Am I just really stupid? I think I'm just really stupid. I mean, regardless, though, you know, I can't figure it out. It's possibly an accessibility issue. What do I know? Unless this isn't the way I'm supposed to go. Maybe I need a plank to put up there or something? I'm like 90% sure that's the way I'm supposed to go. Yeah, no, let me switch to the, like, jump movement or whatever really quick. I think this is definitely broken because I think there's a way to do it because I use continuous movement and everything. I think there was just supposed to be a tutorial that popped up, or there was one that I didn't see. It would be good if after you failed the jump like 3 or 4 times something popped up. Let me quickly switch back to continuous movement. More broken bikes. I like how the bike is modular and everything. How they take pieces apart of it and stuff. Wish you could pop the hood on the car. That'd be cool. Yeah, there's a lot of hinge joints. I wish there were more sliding joints in this game, though, and everything. That's, you know, it is what it is. Nice bush, for sure. It's interesting. I wonder... Yeah, no, it won't let me stick my head in it. That's okay. Are sliding joints more expensive than hinge joints, or what? The power lines, sparking and fraying is really nice. Yeah, see, stuff like this, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a thing that lets me go past this. Am I just missing out on it? Am I gonna have to switch to continuous every time there's a jump? Do I have to, like, grab onto something? Am I missing something? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just have to hold both. See, because, like, right here, this yellow bit is appearing. So I'm like, why wasn't it appearing for stuff like that, you know? The only thing that's kind of unusual is I wonder, a lot of stuff, some stuff has, like, ragdoll. Like this pillow, right? Which is a really weird ragdoll for a pillow, in my opinion. It's way too fluffy. Maybe they're just, like, trying to show off. I don't know. Like, other stuff that I feel like should have ragdoll like this, right? Don't. And I'm wondering if there's a reason behind that. Or, like, selectively. I guess it would be easier to rig a pillow. I wonder if it's, like, cloth simulation. Because, like, there's no way this pillow has an armature. Well, it is only creasing in, like, one direction. See, like, when I do it, it only folds over this way. But never, like, this way. So maybe they did, actually. Maybe there's just, like, a hinge joint or, like, a 2-bone armature inside the pillow. That'd be pretty funny. I wish tins like this were openable. That would be like Half-Life Alyx on steroids, though. Like, everything's already interactable. Again, it's purely speculation. I know it doesn't make sense at it, but I'm allowed to comment on it anyway. I feel like I would love to just flip all these switches and get, like, a little, you know, like, tactile sensation from them. That would be super fun. Except that I can't go back here. I want to go back here and spin that stool around. I remember this window, the window he throws the gun out. I never even realized the setup and payoff on the first playthrough. That's so nice. It'd be cool if I could stick my hand out, though. This is practical. I like how the hologram is reflecting on that, pipe right there. I wonder... I haven't even thought about, like, reflection probe placement in this game at all, really. But a lot of stuff has, you know, pretty nice reflections, like water in the ground and everything. Wish this tablecloth had ragdoll. Again, like, kind of overkill, but whatever. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more research, before, excuse me, a little bit more research, on, like, what sort of techniques and everything Half-Life Alyx uses before I, keep, my playthrough. So yeah, again, I'm just gonna stop after, chapter 1 today, and then come back to it later. Oh, okay. That was so weird that this doesn't have collision. Probably, I wonder if I have my ragdoll quality set to low or something. What am I supposed to freaking press? Yeah, I think the first time I played this through was with completely different controllers. Oh, it's trigger. I'm stupid. Yeah, I think it's going to take some practice with the new controllers, but, you know. More liquid shader, and that one's got carbonation in it. That's nice. I didn't even notice. Oh, that's weird. I wonder, set up and pay off from that window. I thought there was. Yeah, he comes out of a different window. That's okay. Oh, right. I forgot. I've got to go over here. Boop. Alright, I think, this is where I'm going to leave off. This is where I'm going to leave off as far as, the playthrough goes. I know it probably wasn't as informative as you were anticipating it to be, but I'm going to do more research before Chapter 2, just because there's a lot more tech in that. Chapter 1 is basically just an introduction and everything, you know, as games go. So I'm going to do some more research on the shaders and tech that went into Half-Life Alyx, and then I will continue my playthrough with Chapter 2. I know this isn't my usual content, but I wanted to try something new as I'm getting a little bit burnt out from making tutorials and informative stuff, and I wanted to do something just for fun. Plus, I've been meaning to finish this game anyways. I'd love to hear some of your feedback on the video, if like the jump cuts were too intense, or you'd prefer to just see more gameplay rather than me talking over stuff, or less gameplay, more talking over stuff. So yeah, just do let me know. Thanks so much for watching.